Let's draw Chez Bob from my book Chez Bob. Chez Bob is this Bob shape. It's the same as unicorn. It's kind of like a boot, or the letter P. Let's see. Do you think this will look like Chez Bob? I'm not sure. I'm going to trust the process though. Not sure. I'm still skeptical. So once you have your shape done, your Bob shape, you're going to make a line and another line. That's going to be his eye. I know it doesn't seem like it yet, but it's going to be. So just a line. That's the only shape you have to make. And then we have to do his other eye. And that's like an upside down U. It's like the letter U. It's like that little curvy shape like that. It goes like this. Right? So if you look at it, it's like a U. Okay? But it's upside down. Now we have to do his hat. And for his hat, we're going to make a straight line between those two. And then make a straight line up because he wears a hat on one of his eyes. Okay? Like that. Just lines. And then make two lines in there because those are the folds of his hat. And then we're going to do this is like a cloud shape. And that's his chef hat. And that's like this. 1, 2, 3. It's got 3 bumps. It's a cloud. You can practice drawing that one. That's probably the trickiest part of the whole Chez Bob process. Okay? Now let's put his eyes in. Okay. Okay. And now I forgot to put in his, that's like his eyelid, and that's like just a curve like that. Now make his mouth as a squiggly line. All right, let's do it over here. Squiggly line. And then what I like to do, this is like kind of a special thing I like to do sometimes. Let me get my marker, my crayon. I just like to fill in with a little red dot, and that's his rosy cheeks. Oh, I'll put it where you can make sure you can see it. Okay, I do a couple little lines for on his nose for his alligator texture, and he needs some nostrils. And to get fancy, if you want to be fancy, you can give him teeth. Okay. That's a lot. I gave him a lot of teeth. Now let's give him some arms. I'm going to use orange. And it's a line. And another line. Okay, it's just a line like that. That's all you have to know. You do 2 of them. And then you put a W or a zigzag under there. And you do a line. And another line. Right, same thing. They're just curvy lines. Just going the other way. And then make a zigzag. It's like a W or a zigzag. Then make a curved line here and a straight line back here. What's that going to be? And then connect them. And that's his legs. See the curved one? I like to put the curved one. See, I did it where I drew the letter L, kind of. Those are his feet. And a curve. See that? It makes it so that it's a little like he's got like a kneecap. And then you put that W on here. And that's his legs. Now his tail is just a big curve. Another curve. Right? So that's the same thing. It's these curvy lines. There's so many of them in this. And then if you can draw little half circles on his back, that's his bumps. Okay? And that's just like a half circle. Now we can make his belly like that. That's just a curve line that goes straight from where it connects, from where it intersects. And then you go down like halfway and then make a couple lines. And that's his belly, right? Let's make his nose table. His nose table is a line, and then another line, and then a line in there. 3 lines, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. As many as will fit. And then what happens is when you do that, when you make the lines crisscross, it leaves some white spaces, and that makes it look like the little nose table. Because it's a checkerboard tablecloth, a checked tablecloth. There you go, that's what I was trying to say. Now let's put in some grass. I like to just do grass like this. I just make these lines, these little dashes, and that's the grass to me. I like that. That's fun. It's fun to do too because you kind of can't mess up. I like that. You can't, when you draw, you kind of can't mess up anyway. I'm going to tell you an artist secret. You kind of can't mess it up. Here's this sign. And his sign is a box. So I'm going to just make 2 lines. Like this, halfway. It's like a shape like that. But then you got to connect them with a half circle. It's a little tricky to draw. I won't lie. But I know you guys can do it. You just have to practice. It's just if you want, you can just draw it like this. Draw a box. And then put a curve on the top and curve on the bottom. That's just as good. I think that's better, actually. Then write Chez Bob in there. Or you can just scribble and pretend it says Chez Bob. It doesn't really have to say Chez Bob. The birds know where they're going. He doesn't do any advertising, and he doesn't have a marketing person or anything. You know what I mean? He's like, the birds will find me. Well, let's draw a purple bird. I'm going to draw a bird. It's like a teardrop shape. See that? With a triangle on it. It's like a teardrop and a triangle. You draw the teardrop here. Can you do that? And then you put a long triangle, and that's the back, his tail. I was going to say back wing, his tail. And then you know what you could put for a wing? It's that apple slice again. Then just color it in. Look at that, it's like a bird already. And I give him little legs and like a beak. And there's a bird. I like drawing birds, it's fun. And now I like to put one more thing, and I put in a little cloud in the background. And it kind of looks like his hat. But that's it. That's how you draw Chez Bob.